I moved slightly off. Him and Chris came in, right bait, right retrieve, and I watched him win the tournament. Like literally where I was sitting, I watched him win the tournament. You already know where I'm at. I don't need to keep telling you. We're catching up to anglers that are showing up. Ryan Hall, good friend of mine, always active on social media, writing articles, sharing content at RB Bass Outdoors. Also supported by Bioenno. Okay, yeah. So let's start at RB Bass. You know, I know about it, and I know how strong the team is. I mean, you guys have some great influencers on that team. Tell us, like, what is it? Why is it important, and what people can learn from it?
Yeah, so I mean, we do a wide array of things, I guess you'd call them. But you know, for the average angler who's looking to get into fishing or is in fishing but is looking for a little more info, possibly some advice, we have fishing reports where we're providing tackle tips, how lakes are fishing, water temps, pretty much anything you need to know fishing.
And your team of anglers are giving like up-to-date real-time data, right? Because they're sprinkled all over, right? So if somebody's fishing the Mother Lode or Clear Lake or even all the way clear up to Shasta, right? They're giving that lake information, water temp, clarity, all that stuff. It's like within that week, right? It's not something that it's not coming from anglers.
Right. No, it's usually within the week. And the guys that we have on our team, they're tournament anglers. So I mean, guys fishing pro-ams, down to team tournaments and everywhere in between. So it's not just, you know, random Johnny who wants to put a video out or something. It's guys that are doing it. They're in the industry. They're trying to make a name for themselves and also grow the sport of fishing. So really cool stuff.
So how do people? I saw a post recently that you guys are looking for new team members.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is the criteria for that? What do you expect from an angler, and how do they benefit from being part of the RB Bass team? How do they benefit?
So there's quite a few benefits. Visibility is a big one. So it's essentially a network of anglers working together to promote the sport, the outdoors, and each other. So for me, it's a huge asset for me because I know when I make a post, I have 10 to 15 other RB Bass anglers just to share my post to help it expand.
And then their followers will then see that.
Exactly.
Okay. And then what's the expectation of them to join the team?
The expectation's pretty simple. You know, it's do your part, hold your own. Don't be the guy that, weighs the ship down. If you have a way to generate content, whether that be through social media, using our media outlets like our webpage, our YouTube, things like that, do something to help. In an ideal world, it's someone who's active, who's hungry to grow, trying to make a name for themselves in the industry, where you're seeing multiple posts on social media or outlets every week. That's in an ideal world. But someone who's hungry to grow, someone who's hungry to learn the ropes and really dive in to help themselves.
Okay, so if somebody gets on, I mean, what's the benefit? It sounds like they're creating all this content, they're putting it out there, they're on this team, but what do they get in return? Like, do they get discounts on stuff? Do they get, can they buy stuff? I mean, what's their benefit?
Yeah, so we work with a lot of companies and some very big ones, and so we have programs to help anglers purchase, but a lot of the things are intangibles. A lot of them are really unmeasurable. It's that aspect of family, to where if you needed something, I could call Ron Howe or Bob Tyler or Chris Perez at the drop of a hat, and for even the most obscure reason, if I blew out a bearing on the side of I-5 going to the Delta.
Right, it's that network.
But, as far as in return measurable stuff, we work with some great companies to where we're able to purchase at discounted prices.
Like Bioenno, for instance.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. So if they want to find you, and then if they want to find RB Bass, how do they find you?
So me personally, I'm on every social media platform at Ryan Hall Fishing. RB Bass can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube under RB Bass. If you guys are interested in joining the team, please send a message to one of the RB Bass social media accounts. myself or one of our guys will get back to you and provide you with who to direct your inquiry to.
Last thing, never forget, I will never forgive him. We were fishing a team tournament, a really big team tournament on Clear Lake. I was sitting on the winning spot, right? I moved slightly off. Him and Chris came in, right bait, white retrieve, and I watched him win the tournament.
Yeah.
Like literally where I was sitting, I watched him win the tournament. I'll never forget it. Great job on your part. Thanks
you.
for hanging out with me.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great show.
You as well.